Hello Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. Show. Shinji Mikami has come out to say that he would actually like to go ahead and work on Dino Crisis again. I will link the article down there in the description. And to be fair, when I actually really looked at Dino Crisis, it was a game in which that it came out when Jurassic Park was still hot to a lot of people. And it put a lot more weight around like practically everything that happened around that time. Or at least like it was like, well, now you have these dinosaurs in this lab and then all these fucking things, but they just break out and then like they just start fucking attacking people. And Dino Crisis was like the Resident Evil version of that shit for those of you out there who haven't played it. But that was one of the more scary games because, or at least when I was a kid, when everything fucking scared me. But I'm like, I looked at that game and I was like, well, this is fucking amazing. It's just like Resident Evil, but I thought that the fucking zombies were actually scary. But raptors, those fucking things, they hunt in packs. Those things are fucking worse. However, unknown to a lot of people, like Dino Crisis did actually have like way more depth to it than what Resident Evil did in terms of its gameplay, in terms of its items, in terms of how you could like interact with the enemies. Because some of the dinosaurs, you didn't actually have to kill them. You could have just tranquilized them, or you could like switch up your weapons and do all this crazy stuff. The game had a crazy ass amount on the depth. And I was looking into Dino Crisis 2. Shinji Mikami, he didn't necessarily work on 2, but like he did overlook it to sort of see like what they were doing right, what they were doing wrong. And I don't know too much about Dino Crisis 3. All I know is that one was dinosaurs in space and it was on Xbox and not a lot of people liked it. I talked about this on the podcast with Deshaun from Deshaun Our Show. So yeah, not the podcast. Our Resident Evil like walkthroughs and plays and shit. I talked about it with him on there, so I think I get a little bit more in depth about that on there. But honestly, I would like to see another Shinji Mikami like Dino Crisis game because this is around that time. Well, actually, I believe that Dino Crisis is one of those games which can only survive if it's actually built around, or at least like it has a stronger impact if it comes out around like a Jurassic Park movie, because Jurassic World is hot right now. Dinosaurs are slowly starting to come back into the media, and they're like an easier subject to tackle without actually sounding fucking silly as hell. And honestly, I would like to see Regina again. I really want to see what is going on with her and how she would handle this stuff if most of these things happen today. And if we're doing the Resident Evil Revelations thing, it would be way more accessible for a lot of people to go ahead and pick up the game and play it because again, it doesn't have tank controls anymore and anybody can go ahead and pick it up. Hooray. So yeah, what do you think about it down there in the comment section? Please let me know. And if you like the video, please hit that little like button down there and I'll catch you on the next Jongravesshow. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.